Hi guys, it's Andy from NismoTech, and as you've just seen, this is actually a fully licensed Disney Star Wars Bluetooth speaker. This particular one is quite clearly a Stormtrooper. However, the company that sent this over to me, AC Worldwide, they also do a Darth Vader version, as well as a C3PO version as well. And so I'll be leaving links down below in the description to where you can go and check these particular speakers out. But to start the review, I want to talk to you very quickly about the specification of the speaker, and then I'm going to show you the features, do a little sound test, and provide you with my final thoughts at the end. So starting with the specification, this Bluetooth speaker has got a built-in battery. Now the battery is 2200 milliamps, which will last you around about 3 to 5 hours depending on how loud you play the speaker and how much bass you decide to include with your music. In terms of charging it, it's around about 2 to 3 hours to give it a full charge. And it also comes with Bluetooth version 4, and also you've got the NFC pairing option on there as well. And you can also use a aux cable to connect the speaker if you do wish to. In terms of the speakers, there are two 3-watt output speakers as well as a 10-watt subwoofer, and they may not sound that powerful, but trust me, the speaker can get very loud indeed. Okay, so let's have a quick little look and see what we get inside. So we do get a user guide. As you can see here, it's going to tell you all the key features, tells you how to go about setting everything up and what all the buttons do on the front of the speaker itself. You also get a charging cable, and also you get a aux cable included inside the box as well. And obviously this plug here as well does come with an adapter if you do need to use that if you're in France or Germany or Europe or anything like that. And you also get a nice little ACW bag to actually store the speaker in, and also be able to transport that around, as I've done a couple of times, taking it to a couple of house parties and various other different places like that. So let's bring you in a bit closer and give you a bit of a detailed look around. So let's have a quick little look around the speaker. Quite clearly, very, very detailed indeed. Looks very much like the original Stormtrooper from the films. Also, if you are a Star Wars fan, this is going to be right up your alley. Especially with the option to go for a Darth Vader or a C3PO. You really cannot go wrong in terms of something to add to your collection if you are a fan of the films. Absolutely fantastic, really detailed. The speaker itself is actually pretty damn heavy, to be absolutely honest with you. Not quite sure as to how much it actually weighs, but it's certainly not going to move around on the desk. A lot of the weight is kind of in and around the bottom and in the centre of the actual speaker itself. Looking a little bit closer, I do think there's a couple of speakers, I think the sound protrudes from the eyes. And then towards the back, I believe that the bass is probably potentially going to come from the back. Now, in terms of controlling this particular speaker, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons along the bottom of the speaker. So you've got things like play, pause, skip track. You've also got the capability of obviously taking and receiving phone calls. And one thing that I did note when I was doing a little bit of testing the other day is that when a call does come through, it actually mutes the sound and actually takes over in terms of adding the phone call into the speaker. You've also got an option to connect it via aux mode, so you can connect a 3.5mm jack device. So if you don't want to use Bluetooth or NFC or anything like that, you can connect it that way. And you've also got a couple of buttons down here that will allow you to increase or decrease the bass on the speaker, and it makes a massive difference in terms of the bass and how deep it can actually go. Towards the back of the speaker, you'll see that we've got that aux connector, but we've also got a 5-volt out, so it means that you can charge your phone, tablet, etc. directly from the built-in power supply or the built-in battery, or from when it's actually plugged into the wall and charging. You are able to obviously put a bit of juice into your phone if you want to. And you've also got that power jack going into the speaker, and also that on and off power button. So as you probably noticed, I have turned the lights down in my room, because one of the best features of this speaker is the way that you actually connect to it via Bluetooth and what it does when it makes that connection. So I'm just going to go and connect it now.
You can go about your business. On.
And there we go. How cool is that? using some original samples from the film to let you know that the speaker is now connected to your phone, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. Really, really cool. So now that it's connected, the lights also stay solid blue to let you know that it is connected, and obviously they'll start to flash when it's not actually paired up and connected. And also it will go into a standby mode as well when you've not actually got the phone connected, to obviously save power on the speaker. Another pretty cool thing is that when you go and connect a aux cable into the back, which I'm going to go do now, you can see that the lights have actually turned orange, so it sort of gives you a bit of an indication as well as to what device you have got connected. So the next thing that we need to do is to hopefully try and demonstrate to you guys how good this speaker is in terms of the sound quality, how loud it can go, how good the bass is, and whether or not the speaker kind of lets the overall look down. Now unfortunately I can't use anything mainstream in terms of music. I have done for my own testing and my own listening, but unfortunately I do need to use copyright free sound samples or music, so that's what I'm going to be using for this particular test. Okay, so that's now the sound test done on the Stormtrooper speaker, and hopefully that came across to you in a kind of useful way. It's pretty difficult to sort of demonstrate how loud and how good of a quality a Bluetooth speaker is, especially when you can't play mainstream music due to YouTube restrictions. But I've had this speaker now for quite a while, to be fair. I've taken it around to various different house parties and sort of just general day-to-day use. The speaker is very, very loud. It goes a lot higher than what I thought initially when I got the product out of the box. I was kind of having a look thinking, well, yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. The detail on it is really good. The build quality is fantastic as well. Really good, high quality material. It's really heavy. But I had a feeling the sound quality may actually let it down. But thankfully, I wasn't disappointed. Like I said, the volume level is really, really good. The bass control as well, so you've got that additional bass that you can pump into the speaker and also use that to emphasize your music. And again, that's really good. Now, when you're up at full volume, and you've got the bass up as high as it will go as well. There is a slight bit of distortion, a little bit of a muffling sort of sound to this, but essentially you probably won't have it up on full volume all of the time, at least unless you're, you know, entertaining people, etc. So for the most part, the sound quality is pretty damn spot on. Listening to a variety of different types of music, dance, rock, bit of vocal music as well. It just really is fantastic. Now, if I was to have a little bit of a gripe, one thing that I would like to see is the lights that come on when you're connecting and pairing up to the speaker. They sort of come on and light up. That'd actually be quite cool if you could leave them on or turn them on or off with a switch or something like that nature. Because I think even though the blue lights that come out down the bottom are really cool, looks really good, just to have the eyes light up as well, that would be quite a nice little addition. Just to have a little switch where you can go and control and maybe make it RGB. I mean, everything's RGB these days. So there are a couple of little things that I would do to potentially suggest to them to actually improve the speaker. But in terms of the detail, the way it looks, absolutely fantastic. Really, really cool. So if you're a Star Wars fan and you're a big fan of all the films and you've got loads of memorabilia and various other little bits, why not add this to the collection? I mean, flipping heck, it's pretty cool. And the other thing as well, looking on their website as well, they are doing a Halo Master Chief as well. That's coming soon. So you never know, there may be various different types of Bluetooth speakers like this coming out over the next few months or a year or so, depending, I assume, on what the demand is like. But there are links down below in the description to where you can go and find out the price of the speaker and also the availability, and also to ACW's Facebook page and their website as well. So I hope you liked the video. It's quite different to what I'm normally used to in terms of a Bluetooth speaker, but it gets a thumbs up from me because it's bloody awesome. Absolutely fantastic. So do leave a like rating if you did like the video. If you didn't, then, you know, feel free to leave a comment, hit that dislike button. It's entirely up to yourself. Links down below to where you, like I said, where you can go and purchase this if you do wish to. Take a look at the price and the other options that are available, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video.